Welcome back to Poorly Educated Today in the News. Today has the kind of news cycle where America feels like a snow globe in a paint shaker. You can't tell what's falling, what's rising, or what's on fire, but you know it's all somehow your fault. We've got shutdowns, Supreme Court smackdowns, missiles in the Middle East, Walmart selling happiness to people who can still afford bread, scientists fighting Alzheimer's with Viagra, which is not how Grandma wanted to go out, and the Olympics reminding us that at least someone in this country is winning something. So let's jump in before the news decides to add an alien invasion just to stay spicy. Segment 1: DHS shutdown and immigration chaos. America's security takes a coffee break. Let's start with the Department of Homeland Security, which is partially shut down, meaning America's security apparatus is basically running on coupons, duct tape, and the kind of optimism only TSA agents can muster after hearing they're still required to work for free. 95% of TSA is clocking in without pay, scanning luggage, patting down angry travelers, doing that little "Sir, please step into the machine" dance. All with the enthusiasm of a possum that woke up inside a glue trap. Meanwhile, ICE and CBP are fully funded because Congress prepaid them like they're the Disney Fast Pass of law enforcement. Everyone else? FEMA's got staff stranded in disaster zones like they're contestants on Survivor Federal Edition. The Coast Guard is out there doing search and rescue on $0 and unlimited patriotism. Thousands of service members are basically running a maritime lemonade stand, except the lemonade is national security and the payment is exposure and experience. All of this because Congress is arguing over mask rules for immigration agents. If you ever wanted to watch America run on vibes alone, congratulations. We are there. The only thing holding our security together is a Coast Guard guy named Randy, who just keeps saying, "I got this," while paddling toward a hurricane with a butter knife. Segment 2: Supreme Court Tariff Smackdown. The Great Trump versus Roberts cage match. In our next saga, the Supreme Court yeeted the president's global tariffs straight into the constitutional dumpster with a 6-3 ruling. They said, "Sorry, you can't just slap a 10% tax on everything entering America because you had a spicy dream about trade deficits." And Trump responded like the court had keyed his golf cart. He attacked his own appointees, Gorsuch and Barrett, calling them an embarrassment. When you're yelling at the people you handpicked, that's when you know you've entered the "nobody listens to dad anymore" stage of governance. But the best part is the workaround. He immediately slapped a new tariff using a different law that lasts 150 days. This is basically the executive branch version of being banned from a bar and walking in wearing a fake mustache. Congress is like, "We said no," and the White House is like, "You didn't say it in the magic font." Businesses now get to figure out how to refund up to $200 billion in tariff payments. We're talking thousands of companies rewriting their accounting like high schoolers trying to explain why their dog ate their taxes. And the markets? They rallied anyway, because Wall Street's general attitude is, "Hey, chaos is still good for Nvidia." Segment 3: Middle East buildup and maritime interdiction. America parks 2 aircraft carriers and says, "Come at me." Over in the Middle East, America has deployed enough firepower to make a Michael Bay movie look under budget. 2 aircraft carriers, the USS Abraham Lincoln and the USS Gerald R. Ford, plus 14 naval vessels, stealth bombers, F-22s, F-35s, fuel tankers, cargo planes, AWACS, and probably a few angry bald eagles flying in formation just to set the tone. This is the biggest build-up since 2003, except without the boots-on-the-ground part. We're basically saying, We are absolutely not invading unless we feel like it, in which case you won't see us coming. Iran responded by shutting down the Strait of Hormuz for a bit, which is the geopolitical version of flipping the board during Monopoly. And analysts say Iran might draw blood this time. Wonderful. Just what the world needs. Another at-risk international artery. Meanwhile, in the Caribbean, U.S. forces tracked a drug boat, the Veronica III, across multiple oceans and ended up sinking it during a boarding operation. That's right. We chased a boat from Venezuela all the way to the Indian Ocean. You've got to admire the dedication. America won't pay the TSA, but it will spend $400 million in jet fuel to catch one boat named after someone's ex-girlfriend. Segment 4. Economy, Walmart, and the AI money tsunami. The rich buy salmon, everyone else buys aspirin. On the economic front, everything is going great, unless you're broke. Walmart posted giant earnings again, mostly because rich people have decided Walmart is now their quirky budget adventure. Look, honey, they have salmon that's only kind of salmon. Meanwhile, lower-income consumers are tapped out like a keg at a frat party. The CEO basically said, they're out of money. That's it. Not even corporate speak. Just, no money left. Try again next quarter. The AI upgrades at Walmart, though. Those are booming. Inventory, pricing, logistics. It's all run by algorithms now. Somewhere, a robot is deciding whether you deserve 2-day shipping based on your aura. Markets surged after the Supreme Court blocked tariffs, and we're seeing major sector rotation. Energy, materials, consumer staples, all up. Financials down, because banks only like chaos when they're the ones causing it. And with interest rates stabilizing, corporate executives have unlocked the $2 trillion strategic rebound, which sounds like a basketball drill, but is actually mergers and acquisitions. Companies are buying each other faster than rednecks buying fireworks on July 3rd. Devon Energy ate Coterra, Danaher ate Massimo. Even Pokemon bought somebody. Pikachu is now a corporate overlord. Late capitalism is wild. Segment 5. Science and Health Breakthroughs. Viagra versus Alzheimer's. Plot twist nobody saw coming. Science had a week so big it could bench press a Buick. We learned that exercise helps the brain because the liver releases an enzyme that fixes the blood-brain barrier. That means every jogger is basically performing brain maintenance while sweating like a hog at a chili cook-off. Then comes the real shocker. Researchers say the shingles vaccine and Viagra may help slow Alzheimer's disease. That means one day we may have to look Grandma in the eye and say, "Nana, it's time for your pill." And she'll say, "The blue one?" And you'll say, "Don't make this weird." AI systems like Signet are mapping Alzheimer's gene networks. CRISPR tools can reverse antibiotic resistance, and scientists mass-produced 14 million tumor-killing immune cells from a single stem cell. That is not just progress. That is science drop-kicking disease in the ribs. And environmental health? The PFAS forever chemicals are apparently in everything, including umbilical cord blood from 20 years ago. Teens are getting anxiety from sugary drinks. Indoor lighting may be causing myopia. And the gut microbiome is apparently staffed by 2 specific bacteria whose life mission is to give you constipation. We've got microbes with a grudge. Segment 6. Olympics. Team USA says, "Hold my hot chocolate." Finally, let's talk about something wholesome. America absolutely dominating the Winter Olympics. The women's hockey team beat Canada in overtime with a goal so dramatic it made Disney executives whisper, "Should we buy the rights?" Hilary Knight scored her record-breaking 15th Olympic goal at age 36, proving you can still run circles around teenagers as long as you have grit, skill, and enough ibuprofen to tranquilize a horse. Elisa Liu won figure skating gold with a score that basically said, "Physics is optional." First U.S. woman to win singles gold in 24 years. Then there's Alana Myers-Taylor finally getting her monobob gold after 5 Olympics. That's dedication. I don't keep a houseplant alive for 5 months. Team USA is second overall, right behind Norway, which is impressive because Norway trains by doing Norwegian things like climbing icy cliffs, fighting wolves, and commuting by skis. The Olympics are proof that America can still show up, work hard, and bring home gold. Even while its government is shut down, its courts are yelling at its president, and its economy is powered entirely by rich people buying 40-pound jars of pretzels. In conclusion, America is a land of contradictions. Our government is broke, our courts are furious, our military is everywhere, our markets are tipsy, our science is miraculous, and our athletes are unstoppable. It's chaotic, glorious, confusing, inspiring, like watching a raccoon steal a pizza. You don't know how it happened. You don't know who let it happen, but you're proud of them anyway. Thanks for tuning in to Poorly Educated Today in the News. If the country is still intact tomorrow, we'll be right back here explaining why.